Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we are talking about my June sewing plans. So I'm still working on a lot of my May sewing plans, and so I don't want to put a whole lot on my June sewing plans because I'm still working on a few pieces that I have not been able to sew for May. So and that includes the sagebrush top. So I'm still working on the sagebrush top, and I am excited with how it's coming out. I'm also still working on the Simplicity S9376, which is a pair of pants that I absolutely adore. So both pattern reviews are coming for both of those really soon, so stay tuned for those. I'm just still working on those, almost done, but I'm not quite there yet. So again, I don't want to put too much on my sewing plans list for June because I'm still sewing and trying to get my May plans wrapped up. But with all of that said, I do want to share with you a few patterns that I do want to focus on once I get those two patterns out of the way. And the first is the Vogue V163. Now, this pattern, I have been wanting to sew this pattern since it came out a couple of years ago. It is a beautiful dress pattern that has an empire waistline. It has, it requires a lining. It has a center back seam. You have this really nice slim sleeve pattern that has a ruffle at the bottom of the sleeve. You have at the lower end of the empire waist, you have a skirt that you're going to attach to the empire waist, and it's a two-piece skirt. So you have first you have the main skirt, and then you have the ruffle that is attached to the skirt. It's just such a beautiful pattern, and it has a V-neck line. You're going to be putting lace trim around the neckline, and then also you have loops that go in between that V-neck, and you're going to put loops there, and you're going to have a little drawstring, and you're going to feed the drawstring through the loops to kind of tie up the bodice a little bit. So I really love this pattern, and I cannot believe it took me this long to make this pattern. But I have this beautiful fabric that was sponsored to me by Morex, which is a Swiss dotted fabric. It's like a jacquard type fabric, and it also has it's white. It's on a white background, and it has these beautiful floral details, pink floral details going throughout the fabric. It's a sheer fabric, so obviously I have to line it. That is what I'm intending to use for this pattern, and I am excited to make it. So that is going to be one of the first things that I complete after I finish my May sewing plans list. I also want to make the Butterick B5898, which is a beautiful wrap dress designed by Connie Crawford. All the sizes come in one envelope, and the sizes include extra small to extra large. And it's a pattern for knits. And you have two different variations. You can make a variation that is sleeveless or a variation with sleeve. You can also make a variation that has a collar around the neckline, or you can make the variation that does not have the collar around the neckline. It has a cute little wrap skirt that is it's kind of like a tulip skirt. It has a rounded hem at the bottom of the hem, which I think is really cute. So I misspoke. So in terms of like all the patterns that come in one envelope, so the extra small to extra large is one envelope, and then you do have another envelope that's 2XL to 6X. So this is very size inclusive. I don't know if this pattern is still around, but definitely check your local Joann stores, because this might actually be still available. I don't know if they're reproducing the copies or if they just have some of these copies at your local Joann. So I would definitely say check Joann. If you are out of state, out of the United States, like if you're from a different country, I would definitely say check your web browser to see if there are any copies, you know, either online or at your local stores. But this is a really beautiful pattern. I think it is really beautiful. And like I said, it does call for your jersey type fabric. So it's designed for soft, light to medium weight wovens. Oh, it says wovens or knit fabric. So that's really nice to know. So you can use crepe, jersey, or linen blended fabric. So that's really nice to know. But I am thinking about using this beautiful ITY fabric that I purchased from Zulu Fabrics. It is a cheetah print. It's black, gray, and white, and I really love it. It has foils going throughout the fabric, and I think it will be really pretty with this. And so I'm thinking about using that pattern for this summer. I also want to make the Simplicity 8389, which is an easy to sew pattern for pants. You have 5 different variations. So you have 3 different variations of a pair of pants, and you also can make a pair of shorts. I think I want to make view A in a linen blend, like a rayon linen blend. I think it would be really nice because I like the really nice drapey linen type fabrics, especially for summer. I feel like they are really cool to wear, and they're not so, you know, heavy. So I really want to make a pair of linen trousers with this pattern. Yeah, so I'm thinking about making that. Now, I want to make either the Vogue V9319, it's a very easy to sew pattern, or the Mimi G 8655. Now, the reason why I said or is because I want to make a cover up for summer. View A out of the Vogue V9319 is a really nice cover up that has really long ties, and you have these really nice wide sleeves that I think would be really cute. I don't think I would want to make view B because it has a collar, and the type of fabric that I want to use is not as stable. And so I think I want to make, like I said, view A. I don't know if I want to make the shorts or the pants yet. I'll have to kind of feel out what else I want to make throughout the month of June, and whether or not I'll be able to get these plans done. But if I am, I might make the pair of shorts. I don't know. Now, if I don't make the Vogue V9319 top, I will make the Mimi G style Simplicity 8655 cover up, which is similar to the Vogue pattern. However, the Mimi G pattern has a drop sleeve, and you do have those long ties, but you have the drop sleeve, and that's what I like about the Mimi G pattern, because you don't have to do any fitting of the sleeve, and so I won't have to worry about upsizing the sleeve or anything like that. I'm not sure if I would have to size the sleeve up. I think the sleeve is pretty wide on the Vogue V9319 pattern. However, because I have a bigger bicep area, most of the time I have to size the sleeves up. I'm not quite for certain, like I said, with the Vogue pattern, but with the Mimi G pattern, I'm certain that I don't have to size the sleeve up. I already did measurements of it, and it would be just a really nice pattern to work with for the summer. It calls for challis, charmeuse, cotton lawns, double georgette, and silky type fabrics. So I would like to make it in either one of the fabrics that I have been sponsored by Morex, which is a rayon jacquard fabric that has a lot of drape. Such a beautiful, beautiful fabric. Or I would make it with one of my own fabrics that I purchased that is a rayon challis fabric. So I haven't decided quite yet what fabric I want to use. I just know I want to make a cover up or a duster, or, you know, something like that for the summer. And I decided to go with these 2 patterns here. So those are basically my sewing plans for the rest of June. I didn't put a whole lot on my list, just simply because I don't want to be disappointed like I was last month. I had a lot of stuff on my list last month that I wanted to make, including skirts and tops. And the skirt patterns just did not work out, just simply because the pattern pieces were wider than my fabric, and so I couldn't use the fabric that I had selected for those skirt patterns. So I was really disappointed by that, but hopefully this month I'll be able to make most of the patterns that I have selected with the patterns, the fabric and the patterns that I have selected. I did look at the back of the envelope to see how much fabric would be required, and also the width of the fabrics and stuff. I'm just so used to working with 60-inch wide fabrics, or, you know, 50-inch width fabrics or more, that I didn't even consider that the fabrics that I was using last month would be an issue for the patterns that I have chosen. So anyway, I'm just thrilled to go ahead and to make a lot of these plans. I do have some other sewing plans on the list, including pants that I am wanting to make. They are pants that I have made before, and so I don't have to do like mock-ups for them or anything like that, because I've already done mock-ups for them before and I've already made them. I tried on my old pants that I have made with these patterns, and I can still fit them, and I feel like I'm just gonna go into the project and make those, and I'll show you what those different patterns look like. I can't remember all the numbers, but there's a vintage style pattern that I have made a couple years ago that have a pair of slacks in that pattern that I want to make. There's also I believe it's the Simplicity 1887, I believe, which I have made before, which is a pattern that have short skirts and also a pair of pants. I've made the pants before, and I believe it's view A out of that pattern that I've made before, that have the little pleating on the waist, up near the waistline there. You also have slanted pockets. You have a straight silhouette for your pants, which I think is really cute. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that pattern calls for fabrics like linen, linen blends, cottons, bottom weight type fabrics, like those types of fabrics. And so I was thinking about making a pair of pants with that pattern. And then also, I haven't had the chance to make the skirt out of that pattern, and I want to make the skirt. So I'm thinking about making either a linen skirt or a denim skirt or something like that, a really lightweight denim, because the pattern does call for a lightweight type tencel or denim type fabrics. And so I don't want anything too heavy, because you do have an elasticated back for that pattern. So so I'm thinking about doing those patterns. And then I think that, the Simplicity S9376, I'm still working on that, and I already have 2 pair of pants out of that pattern. I want to make another pair of pants out of that pattern, and hopefully I'll be able to get those done pretty soon as well. And like I said, mock-up is already done, so all I have to do is make it up, cut out the pattern pieces and make it up. So those are all my plans for June, for the rest of June, and I can't wait to delve into all these plans and get all these things done. My wardrobe is coming along nicely for this year. I am getting rid of a lot of things that I've had from not last year, but the year before last, and including more pants into my wardrobe, as well as really lightweight tops and things like that I can wear, things that are cool for the summer and the fall. So that's what I've been working on. Go ahead, drop me a line, let me know in the comment section below what you have been working on, if you've made any of these patterns, and if you like the pattern, and what your thoughts are. Thank you all for stopping in and tuning in today. I hope you all have a happy and blessed sewing week, and until next time, stay creative, my friends. Bye.